This done. Objectives. Hello, everyone. Got to do something. There we go. Let's start over. Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, August 19th, 2015. We're playing Final Fantasy XI. I'm going to mostly do more Aht Urhgan missions, try and get as close to finishing that as possible. But before we do that, we're going to do our Unity ROE quest. Got some women, got some birds, alchemy, I'll pick that up. I'm going to do some fishing. Stuff with Aldo. No, even though I want to. I really should. No, that's 30. That's gonna take a while. No, that won't work. But that. If I was on Thief and using Thief weapon skills, that would be one thing. But I'm not. We're trying to keep this fast. That wasn't the scorpion harness I was wearing, that was something I picked up from Dynamis Tabnazia. It's got a plus 15 attack enchantment on it, I think. I'll have to double check that. Yep, plus 25 attack and plus 25 ranged attack. Looks like you can use it once every 20 hours. I don't know how long it lasts. Probably until you take it off. It would be neat if you could just put it on, slap the enchantment, and away you go. Give it a try. Travel to another home point. Sandoria, Northern Sandoria. By the entrance. Yes, please. I almost got a little carried away last night. Got in the mood to do some of the more Summerfest stuff. Get it all done, you pretty much have to devote a couple days to it. Well, maybe not that much. Let's see. Got a signet. I want to see if there's anything I need to sell. Sell. Gonna save the fish. Don't need that. Super scoops. Bracer and pressing nuts. And a bunch of stuff you can't sell. It's fine. 62 out of 80. Yeah, I would like more space. But for what we need to do tonight, 18 slots is plenty. Teleportation, little art, Zozo, using tabs. Per usual, starting a little late. Really need to work on starting on time. I think there's the book. Current training? Did you not change off of Corsair? I guess you didn't. Well, that's cool. Oops. Alright. Trust magic. Mr. Halber. Oh, got Mr. Aldo. For Gilgamesh. I must have overlooked him. There he is. Ferris coffin. That'll be 4. I know you're all like, what the fuck, no Tenzin? Yeah, no tinting. Adam, Hydro Harness. See how this works out. Attack is enhanced. Alright, so now if I swap out of this into the Scorpion Harness, do I lose the attack bonus? You do lose the attack bonus. Put it back on. Put it back on, you don't get it back. So, now you know. Oh well. It's not like we're fighting incredibly tough mobs tonight. Corsero. Cool. Abilities, weapon skills. Still looks like Slugshot's the way to go. I do like Sniper Shot. A lot better than Hot Shot. Fish the Ration is so much fun, but focus, focus, focus. But no, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Uh-oh. There's somebody here. Area. Couple, almost 20 levels lower. I don't think we'll be in each other's way. Who's there? Alright, give me a 6. 7. 7's pretty bad. Alright. 1 down. 29 to go. There's Mr. Halver. Close were we last night, leveling up less than 10k, wasn't it? Yeah, now we're less than 3k. Running low on bullets. Question is, can you get to 75 on 60 bullets when you're almost 74? Possibility. 60 times 500. The math into my head. 1 times 500 is 5,000. 5,000 times 6 is 30,000? That's not counting all the plus current. See, Corsair's more fun with sparkles. Ah, we're off. Mr. Gilgamesh pulled hate, and he wasn't supposed to. He does that. Let's see. Do that. That was fun. Definitely feel like you're missing something. What's funny is it's probably staring me in the face. Yeah, enough for a weapon skill pool. See, that's what I was expecting the last time. Alright. You should have deemed. Yeah, you deemed. Alright. So, Commodore Frock enhances random deal effect. Seriously? Gilgamesh, this is why we can't have nice things. I don't know. It might just be the frame of mind I'm in. This seems to be going really slow tonight. You would think, the fact that I'm no longer in level 7? No. Not that low. Cyril. What this does. Here's a 5, 1, 6. 4. And 9. These aren't god awful, not yet. But on the plus side, we're only one level away from level 75. I don't think we're getting that tonight. The elite gamer in me wants to disband all these guys and recast them so I can have level 74 trust. But the amount of time that would take versus the increase in DPS, well, there would be an increase in DPS, then it probably would be faster. There is something more boring than watching someone else play a role-playing game, and that's dismissing trust and recasting them just to increase your DPS for 10 minutes. Yay! There was no XP in that. That guy was too weak. What is this guy? That's the wrong link. Yeah. 99, so you shouldn't be having trouble. 13 down, 17 to go. Should we go after the water elemental? Never, ever have a problem finding water crystals. Okay, that's what I was missing. I'm used to there being the book icon, knows that you're getting the bonuses for completing a training regimen. I hadn't cleared it yet, and without haste, that's what I'm used to. Yeah. I'm a little out of it right now. Give me a few more minutes to get into the groove here. Servo's still up. Train symbol wore off. Blind Matt's at the camp. Kick his ass, however. Okay. I meant you, Farius Coffin. Treasure chest. I love treasure chest. This dude's probably too weak as well. Nope, he's easy prey. That's awesome. But they do drop ingots, so it's worth the pull. For this enchanter, stood up quite a bit longer than I expected you to. $39K to go? No, less than that. 29K. Maybe my math is off. Got an 11. Make it count. Weapon skill that guy. Yay, we didn't miss. Thanks are looking up. Okay. I say, how did that not pull the room? But it did. Go. Our Unity accolades are capped at the moment. Could buy another refracting crystal just so that I don't feel like I'm wasting. There's cheaper things you can do. And I'm not in a link show that does a lot of the Unity Notorious Monsters. Death by Sakura Pillars. Ooh. 2 out of 30? Okay, so only 8 more. Definitely seems to be picking up a little. Now that our dudes have some EP. Random deal. try. What? Water. Yep, I thought that would have happened. Die already. Not all my trust fault. I mean, Corsair isn't supposed to be a great DPSer. I mean, it can be done well. I've seen it done well. It's expensive when it's done well. And I'm doing it on the cheap. Like, seriously on the cheap. But, again, for what we need done, 5 more kills won't be a problem. Got Lumi in here. Get the mic. He might have a gold ore on him. I like gold ores. Stab, stab, stab. I don't always pay attention to what's going on in Link Shell chat, but I think the drama of tonight is someone doesn't know how to use the communications. Maybe. I don't know. Story mode. Ooh! Now that was fast. So fast that it died before we had a chance to recast Drain Samba. No! Corsair wore off. So sad. 3 for 1. That's definitely getting it done through double up. There's another 3. It's us up to 7. Watch this time we'll get a 5 or a 6. Okay. We'll leave it at 10. Can't argue with a 10. Get a chest key. That'll come in handy if we come across another treasure chest. Ooh, this kitty, you got some stinky breath. One more. Will this one be the one? Nope, because he's too weak. So last night when I was trying to fall asleep, I was playing some Pokemon Alpha. Is it Alpha Sapphire? I always get them confused. I think it's Alpha. Yeah, definitely Alpha Sapphire. I caught a Magikarp. Don't ask why, but I probably spent maybe 20 minutes trying to figure out a name. It was female too. So and it occurred to me, the pirate that died in the cutscene last night. I think I remember his name. I was thinking maybe I should name the Pokemon after that dude, since he's not coming back. Problem is, that dude was a dude, and the fish I caught was not a dude. So it's like, That's a Magikarp, but they really know. Yeah, they would. Those like always end in IE at the end. In any event, I'd have to look it back up. Speaking of looking it back up, while the game is doing its thing. Donald's has a goddess. 11 Clue. I'm supposed to click gameplay. Missions. Rolling down. Nice order. Change jobs. Change it. Monk. The sport job dancer. Go too far. Missions. Mission number. Okay, Stories of War. But I remember this is one where you have to go to the tea house. Oh, goody. No more wait till Japanese midnights. So, I'm not gonna say that we're gonna get it all done tonight. But wouldn't it be neat if we could? Alright, so click that. Select. Northern. I'll swing by an NPC vendor on the way and sell some of the crap. Sorry about that. I had you all tabbed away. Nope. Bum, 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 bum. That's right. Lee Taylor is not under Sandorian influence. I am not surprised. I'll look something up for this guy. Miyu Homo. EX item. Using quest, ducal hospitality, and trial 4441. Got from the orcs and Batavia down. gonna see if this guy wants to find a treasure hunter before I head back to the hog house, expecting him to yes. Bring my thief. I'm assuming. Yes. Think of another one. Thief. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. My face was all off the camera. See you then. He's on dancer. Go. I'll show you something neat. We got dancing Moogles. They're not synchronized dancing Moogles, but they're still dancing Moogles. It's cooler when they're synchronized. They were synchronized last night. No mantis skin. I got one. All those we got more seashells tonight than you got mantis skins. That's gotta be a first. Yeah. Really gotta get that one up to the top. Alright, so we're gonna do it on the ugly thief armor. Teleportation. Treasure of Aht Urhgan. White Gate. Keys and tabs. Decisions. Let's see. Alright, I gotta make a J turn. And another one. And things we do to look pretty. Yeah. Changing jobs again. Here's hoping I picked the right job, otherwise I just might be stepping out naked. That might be embarrassing. Nope. Yay, we're not naked. Thanks, Sean. Because if you don't do it now, you will forget about it. I am Ashrad, officer of the Imperial Army. I will receive sanction. The astral contestants is now in Al-Zalpi. Though you will receive an experience bonus from battles, you can also select one of the following bonuses in exchange for a slight decrease in Imperial standing. No bonuses, just a sanction. Alright, you have received the Empire's sanction. Oops. I plugged it. I would like to meet people who designed the layout of this town. It doesn't strike me as well done, but like there should be doorways, and there aren't. Cutscene should start right about here. Yep. What? How? Fine, I'll visit the Grand Duke Palace myself. Rodin committing. Perhaps you might consider lowering your voice. How can you be so calm? War is about to engulf us. Hey, would you put a sock in it and let me finish? Oh no. Not him. It is him. You can't blame a spy for getting excited. As I was saying, anyone, Ayame has reported that the council hasn't reached a conclusion yet. They've just decided to call a recess. The council has continued long past its scheduled duration, and now this recess? Have they made so little progress? How should I know? No one tells me anything. Why don't you ask Ayame next time you see her? Besides, I'm here on orders from the captain. Well, some super secret state... I'll try that again. Well, some super secret state business? Well, not exactly. I'm trying to find a mercenary by the name of Cyndaquil. She's supposed to be attending the council. Ayame said one of you might know where she is? Yeah, I'd be laughing at him too. What's so damn funny? If you got something to say to me, then come right out and say it. Of course. If anyone would have a more intimate understanding of the state of the Empire than us, it would be Cyndaquil. Great. Now where do I find her? Now, hold on there. We haven't even seen any proof that you're really a mithril musketeer. You can't expect us to just spill information on the ground like so many beans, Mr. Naji. Everyone does the excited noise. Cyndaquil! Excellent timing! So, here's the official summons with your name in bold. Go on, take it. Naji hands you an Allied Council summons. And my work is done. Off with you to the Grand Duke Palace. You're not escorting Cyndaquil to Juno? Me? I'm no babysitter. Besides, actually he is. Besides, I have something else to attend to while I'm here. See you at the palace, Cyndaquil. Right? Now, where's this place that's always under siege by the beastmen? It's time for some action. Alright, and with that, it should be time to go to Juno. Oops. Space. And Allied Rumblings, I believe. Double check, make sure. Yep, Allied Rumblings. You have been summoned to the Allied Military Council being held in the Grand Duke Palace. Report on the current state of affairs in the Empire of Aht Urhgan. Enter the Palace Ruled Gardens. Alright, that's easy. We'll, go to Juno. Go this way. And bump into some walls along the way. That's what we do. We don't look where we're going. Boom, boom, boom. Survival guide. Yeah, that should be fine. Teleportation, original release, Ruled Gardens, using the tabs. 100 gills saved is 100 gills saved. Can you buy with 100 gil? I think you can buy 8 distilled waters. Yeah. Can't buy a stack of distilled waters. Not for 100 gil. I think I saw a video one time of what happens after this. No spoilers. Game's only been out since... Been out for a long time. I think as soon as we walk in here, maybe? Yep. Cutscene time. Step, step, step. Hey, look, it's Naji. Cyndaquil! You're about to enter the council? Glad to see you made it in time. Right, then. This way, to the meeting room. But before you go in, why don't you take a few moments to gather your thoughts? I mean, they've been going at this for hours. I doubt they'll miss you a couple minutes more. In other words, I'm gonna do some talking before I walk in, all dramatic like. As I've already stated numerous times, it's in our best interest to prevent the completion of the Empire's secret weapon, this Iron Colossus of theirs. The stock is prepared to employ military action to accomplish this goal, without your support, if necessary. Okay, I can't do a Shantoto voice. I'm not gonna do a Shantoto. I'm in full agreement with the captain in this case. The Empire's intentions are clear. We must not lose this race. If I could only do a really outrageous Monty Python French accent, it would be so perfect for Trio. But if we mobilize our forces, we will be giving the Grand Vizier and his supporters just the ammunition they need to fuel a full-scale war. The Empress yet retains loyal subjects within her realm. I believe we can still avoid open confrontation. Ho 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 ho! So unlike you, my dear Prince, your sentimental view of the situation is making me wince. If I'm not mistaken, Your Highness, wasn't it one of your agents that described the Empress' position as little more than a puppet on the throne? Aye. And Wolfgang, wearing matching armor as Dreon. This will be a conflict of epic proportions. Perhaps we should strive harder for a diplomatic solution. While I agree with you in theory, we walk a dangerous line. Despite its state of constant warfare, the sprawling empire commands staggering resources. If we fail to make the first move, we could face casualties on the scale of the Great War. The Great War? Surely you jest. The carnage from this apocalypse will be far greater than the rest. Worse than the Great War? You all know of the Gordius, I presume? It is best we're all aware of this potential source of doom. One does not lightly forget such an object. You speak of the sacred artifact kept within the Walrath Temple. An amazing creation worthy of mention. But that is not the phenomenon to which I wish to draw your attention. I refer to an event from 900 years before. The supernova that was born from the Earth and stole the night sky for an entire year, as was passed down in lore. Now this I recall from my lessons. This was the miracle bestowed by the goddess that marked the beginning of the Crystal Era. After the glare finally faded, this star of the first magnitude became part of the Alexander constellation, correct? It was merely a coincidence that the supernova's trajectory passed in front of that star. The truth of the matter is more fascinating by far. The trajectory? I don't understand. I discovered an ancient papyrus in the extensive vaults of the Opistory. The following was written in a script bold and flowery. When the light deity clashed with the dark rent in twain were the When the light deity clashed with the dark, rent in twain were the heavens, and devastated was the earth by storm beyond comprehension. I must admit to feeling a degree of shock, for this simple passage describes the arrival of Ragnarok. Ragnarok? The northern legend that tells of the twilight of the gods? You mean to tell us this supernova was in fact the aftermath of a battle between divinities? Oh, so close to the mark. Shall I endeavor to bring you out of the dark? This is my hypothesis based on the facts at hand. The old empire of Aht Urhgan launched their iron colossus, imbued with the spirit of the light deity, high into the air, and attempted to dominate the entire land. The nation that revered a rival deity was unsurprisingly not amused. They sent up their dark rider, born from sacrifice and with the utter darkness infused. A fierce battle raged in the skies, and eventually both combatants fell to earth, the giant in pieces and the rider with grave wounds to his material form. But this titanic struggle had blasted the land into ruin, and left a void in the heavens that spawned a cataclysmic storm. What a ridiculous story. How could an iron colossus be made to fly? And what does this have to do with the name of the Gordius? We, Taru, have always been notoriously fussy about our cuisine. The name was probably heard from a trader in foreign goods, is what I mean. The name of the Colossus Heart, given to a star. We have let ourselves be distracted by the candescences. The Gordius should have been our true concern. We can only hope the Grand Vizier has failed to notice the true value of the treasure under his nose. We must hurry to bring this matter to a close. ... Bum bum bum. Naji, reporting in. I brought Syndical back with me. You're late. Where in Altana's name have you been? That face. Take it easy, Amy. Cyndaquil, we are grateful you could come. Your insight will be invaluable. Please, describe to us your impressions of the events unfolding in the Empire. And then she threw a mace at my face. Thanks to your talents, gaining the program data we needed was far less complicated than expected. But the Empress appears to have only a tentative hold on consciousness. It is nothing to be concerned about. When reading someone's memories with my altered perspective, it occasionally releases images and thoughts sealed deep within the mind. This state of regression is only temporary. She will recover in time. Creepy. Let us begin. So, this day has finally come. That voice! It isn't Nashmira. Then who? I know not who you are, but it appears you have completed construction of the Oz Adal and unraveled the Gordius. Congratulations are in order. You will soon hold the most awe-inspiring weapon in Urhgan in the palm of your hand, the power of light. There? But the power of Alexander is a double-edged sword. Mother! The infinite energy of a star, the legends, not to mention the ruins, speak eloquently of the destruction that will befall should you make a single misstep. It is not too late. If you possess a shred of compassion, you will halt the program immediately. We hope you choose the wiser course. A cunning trick, Nashmira. Defiant until the last. ... hello. Behold, this is the will of Alexander. I fear no legend or signs of past failures. I will carve out my own destiny. Yeah, that's gotta suck. Avjan. Beijing. No. No. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Kinda sad. Thank you, Cyndaquil. I am sure we all felt the immediacy of your experiences. And if we can believe the words of the Grand Vizier, a war with the Empire seems inevitable. I'm afraid I have to agree with you. And then, a war it shall be. Preparations must be made with all urgency. Estock's armada is ready to sail. Once I give the order, the seas will be ours. Are we committed? Freak out, Naji. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Our amphibious Cardian advanced units were already given the order to deploy. They lay hidden in the Wajrum woodlands, primed and waiting to destroy. Already deployed? Was the decision of this council a foregone conclusion? Now hold on a minute. Volker looks pissed. From what I could gather from Cyndaquil's explanation, this Luzov character wants to prevent Ragnarok as much as we do. Naji, remember your station. And the Empress is of the same mind. Isn't that right, Cyndaquil? The way I see it, there's no need to go head-to-head with the Empire's forces. If we can spirit Luzov out of their clutches, then we can at least put a stop to this Ragnarok business. We might even get a chance to restore authority to the Empress while we're at it. Amy, Cyndaquil, we've all been to Aht Urhgan. We've seen the lives, the smiles, the tears of her people. The citizens of the Empire are much the children of Altana as we are. War should be considered only after every other avenue has been exhausted. Naji. A voice of reason from Bastok, the nation of minds and gloom? And you should plan this strategy yourself, I assume? What? Yes, of course. Wonderful. I admire your ambition. I shall offer the latest model of Cardian to escort you on this mission. Thank you, Dr. Shantoto. Very well. Then you shall have 2 veteran knights to accompany you as well. And from Juno, you will have the use of our fastest airship, with an ace pilot at the wheel. Prince Trion, Sir Wolfgang. Volker is never going to talk to you again. It appears I have no choice. I will inform the president of this operation myself. Captain Volker, then I should... On one condition. Cyndaquil is to go with you. Will you accompany Naji? Just left the Empire. I understand. Not many would be willing to throw themselves back into the Dragon's Lair so soon after escaping it. Well then, I guess I'll have to make do without her. No, Naji. Without Cyndaquil, I will not allow this reckless plan to go ahead. In any case, Captain Volker, I will have... Oh dear. Pharamosiel, prepare an airship for departure. Cyndaquil, speak to Pharamosiel should you change your mind. You can find him in the Ducal Guard Post. I'm sure we all have urgent tasks to attend to. I declare this session of the Council at an end. May our actions file Altana's fortune. Oh! You forgot your sword, dude. Wolfgang. Wolfgang. So, alright. Missions. We are now unraveling reason, because, yeah, left reason. Mission 40. Alright, we gotta talk to Pheromoseal and Relief Guardians behind the guard post door. Zone, wait until the next vanity of the day, then talk to Pheromoseal again. If you talk to him before the day changes, or if you choose not yet, you'll have to rezone. Dang, so we're gonna have to wait like half an hour. Sucks. What is it? Do I look like a tour guide? Oh. Oh, my apologies. You're here for the wardroom infiltration operation, correct? The airship Endymion is being prepared for flight. Endymion sounds familiar. I want to say it's a Latin god. Recently, there have been no signs of Nagmolata or those annoying Taratoro entering the Grand Duke Palace. I had heard from one of the guards that the Taratoro were seen riding an airship to Pastak. But as for Nagmolata, okay, what about that? So, we need to zone, wait until the next vanity of the day, then talk to Pheromoseal again. Talk to him before the day changes, or if you choose not yet, you'll have to rezone. You'll be transported to the lay point in Bloom Woodlands. Alright. So, what are we gonna do for half an hour? We can go fish. Goldfish basket, some super scoops, Hata, and we really need to put on a better ring. Like that one. Alright. We're still on Corsair macros. You've changed jobs like 3 times. Edit. Monk. Confirmed. Alright. Go into teleportation assistance. Original release zone. Westbound Park. Using tabs. So this is going to be a little intermission. Since the summer Summer Fest, summer something going on right now. And I would like to try and snap together as many of the Walkhouse items as I can while I still can. They're nothing special, they don't do a whole lot, they're just neat. And I will say this, the first goldfish bowl that Dent put together a long time ago, had on display and stopped thinking about it after that. It was after I left the game for maybe about a year and a half. Oh, shit, it might have been 2 years. And I came back and I was all like, here's all the stuff I'd forgotten about. Oh, and the goldfish, they're still alive. Yeah. That was what was cool. Alright, I gotta have a fish macro on my monk, don't I? No, it really doesn't look like it, does it? It's fine. We can make one. Fish. Alright. So intently staring at the water. A fat, juicy goldfish approaches. You lost your catch. Sorry, Cynical. Maybe next time. I am wearing the right yukata, right? Because that would be embarrassing if I'm not. Improves goldfish scooping ability. Yep. And there's some shorts, but I really don't know what they do, other than kind of go with the whole fishing thing. Not that they match this much, but you would think Mithra would get like a bonus to fishing. God damn. It's gonna be one of them days. I wonder what the moon phase is. Waning crescent. So it means it's almost new moon time. But that shouldn't be an issue. Not that I think the moon phase affects the goldfish. Be funny if it did. A plump black goldfish approaches. The goldfish slipped off your scoop, so we're 0 for 3. Not that we're keeping tabs, but we're keeping tabs. Let down your guard and be one with our Urhgan brothers. A tiny goldfish approaches. This one he got a catch. Ooh, he caught 2. Yay, 2 points. Bask in the bounty that the goldfish provide us. I have to hand it to Saradorio. It's crazy. Come, my children, enter the world of goldfish. The fat, juicy goldfish approached, and the super scoop ripped. Because why not? Let down your guard and be one with our Urhgan brothers. Oh. Doesn't even really drive me crazy. A tiny goldfish approaches. We got 2 more tiny goldfish. Yay. Tiny goldfish approaches. Can't even get the tiny goldfish. I'm sorry, Cyndaquil. It's just not your night. Dark State over yet? Yay! We caught a tiny goldfish. Check it out. PSYCHOTION. Fish. Fish. You lost your. Good news is, the Summerfest music should be starting soon. 3 tiny goldfish. Ah, ah, ah. Yay. It's the fun music. Hey, this will be when all the fish start to bite. Everybody sing along. Oh well. Can't catch them all. I don't think you can even catch half of them. Dang it. Too fast, super scoopers. Yay. That was it. Day hasn't ended yet. Should be fishing moat carp. But it does make more sense to try and embrace the event while the event's going on versus trying to get it all done on the last day. Just another 10, maybe 13 minutes. Tiny goldfish approaches. Got 2 tiny goldfish. Although last night, I think I was getting better point fish. Tonight just seems to be the little ones. I think, when does Summerfest end? I want to say it ends on August 31st. Don't quote me on that. Look it up on the wiki. Nah, don't even look it up on the wiki. Just go to FF11's main site. Look there. They'll say. Why don't I do that? Part of it's because I'm lazy. Part of it's because I like the mystery of not knowing. Looks left, looks right. Looks left, looks right. You give up. I think I hit the button too fast. Sardorio, I knew you were going to screw me up sooner or later. I saw the text go up and I figured that was part of a... You saw something. Just like that. The goldfish approaches. Syndical caught a tiny goldfish. You must wait longer to perform that action. Don't understand why. And the goldfish approaches, and you lost your cat. Well, last night I did have some trust in PC. A fat, juicy goldfish approaches, and there's super scoop ripped. Alright, so we'll just pull out all the Summerfest people. Dang, remember? Some clothes. I think that's probably it. Not exactly sure where I get. Okay. Yay, now we got a mascot. Who's... Peep Peep. Three tiny goldfish. Alright. Things may be looking up. Unless I pull up a monster. I would say. Tiny goldfish approaches. It's still not midnight. Remember, the game teaches you to be patient. If you don't have patience, you will not succeed in FF11. At least, you used to not be able to succeed. Caught a black bubble eye. Maybe because it's Dark's Day. Better luck on Water Day. Water's Day. I'm gonna give it 3 more attempts. Then I'll have to start heading back to Juneau anyways. Two more attempts. And we're running back to Juneau. A plump black goldfish approaches. You lost your catch. Come, my children, enter the world of goldfish. One more. Last one. Minigame's last chance to redeem itself. Black goldfish approaches. Yay, we caught a black bubble eye. We can end it on a good note. Although I don't think we caught any of the other ones that we need for that first goldfish bowl, did we? Tiny, black, yep, no you didn't. Alright, so I'd like to collect my prize. Decision. Stellar surprise, that's the one you want. Are you sure? I have made up my mind. Excellent, my child. May you always be blessed with the fortune of the goldfish. Puny planet kit. Alright. How much more, points do we have? 25 years? Yet another mystery box. I'm mine. Excellent, my child. Plus 5 white butterflies. Okay. So the puny planet box is used with something that I've got from doing something words back when we were doing the dance mission the other night. It's not a mission, game. You're cheering on Moomer and trying to synchronize your dances with her. Well, now we got the dress. Also got an item which I almost tossed. I'm glad I didn't. The Cosmic Designs. We need one more. I think it's from the mini games in South Sandy. And we use those 3 items with an Earth Crystal, and it'll make a stellar something. How's that for descriptions? Teleportation assistance. Original release areas. Reload. Using tabs. Alright, so that was our intermission, because we had to wait for the day to change. Hopefully they've got the airship all packed and ready to go. Have to be very careful not to pick the option not yet, because if you do that, get another game day. Ah shit, it froze. Okay, this looks good. The airship Endymion is all fueled up and going through a final flight check. Are you ready for deployment, Cyndaquil? Ready. Very well. Please continue into the courtyard. The other members of your team are assembled and waiting. Everyone except your mission leader, Naji, was it? And we got some nameless knights, Accardian. Cyndaquil, it is good to see you. Do you remember the king? I must apologize for my actions last time we met. I have been prepared at the monastery and will no longer be so erratic. I have been repaired. Okay. As recompense, I hereby promote you to provisional Jack rank. Now, wow, you all got here fast. Or am I a little late? You are late, team leader Naji. My apologies. I brought a secret weapon from a stock and had a devil of a time getting it unwrapped. Secret weapon? There are no secrets among this team. Well fine then. This is an astral detection device designed by Chief Engineer Sid. I don't really understand how it works exactly, but apparently it will help us zone into the general location of Luzov, or the Iron Colossus. We do not require any such toy. You have access to the latest technology from Windurst. Toys? That's rich coming from an overgrown spinning top. How dare you address the king in such a manner? Enough of this prattling. We are not here for fun and games. If preparations have been made, then I suggest we move out. That guy's gonna die. Red shirt. Wait up, Cyndaquil. I'm on strict orders from Captain Volker to stick by your side at all times. Provisional Jack, do not leave your king behind. Oh no, stairs. Sorry. I guess Rulu Gardens isn't very handicap friendly. I'll stop. That was rude. Meanwhile, on the airship Endymion. Do I have your attention, Cyndaquil? I'll go over the mission again for your sake. I have the details memorized, of course. The Endymion will touch down in the waters of the Sickle Moon Straits and will travel north under the cover of darkness. Once we reach the coast of the Wadrum Woodlands, our ground team will disembark. We then don our mercenary disguises and slip into Al-Zabi unnoticed and rendezvous with Roden Comidin. We rendezvous with Roden Comidin in Aht Urhgan, White Gate. Ah, yes, that was the name. Wait, how are you supposed to sneak in, King? I will melt into the crowd with my master of mercenary terminology. Observe. Need tank. Please send tell. That's pretty good, actually. Okay. Well, don't worry, Cyndaquil. I've got your back. Oh no. You guys ain't gonna make it. 10 degrees to starboard. What in the... Great Altana! That light! What? Ah! What's going on out there? All hands abandon ship. All hands abandon ship. Cancel the three-ring circus. Oh. In that spot. Hmm. No tricks. Keep moving. Slug. The age of judgment is at hand. They shot down the airship. I'm assuming they shot down the airship. Meanwhile, in the Wajum woodlands, I guess we're lucky it didn't explode. But I would have been flying closer to the water. Under the radar, maybe. Yeah, we are watching this on the Xbox, so every time that a new cutscene is loaded, it's going to freeze up. I apologize for that, it's just the way the Xbox is. Oh, he's getting the new armor. I have to admit, I kind of like that armor. Incredible. You were able to shoot down that airship from an amazing distance moments after we had detected it. To be honest, I hadn't even made visual contact. A dot appeared on the control panel display. I merely moved the targeting reticule over the dot and pulled the trigger. Amazing. I put this device together with my own hands, but there are still so many functions I have yet to understand. It's actually a little embarrassing. Do not let it concern you, Gatsad. Most importantly, we have confirmed that the Colossus will follow my commands. Did you witness that power? We have realized the 1,000-year ambition of our ancestors and once again harnessed the divine might of Alexander. Yes, Grand Vizier, all of Ugrum will bow to the authority of the Empire. Our nation will finally have the undisputed peace it deserves. Your pardon, Grand Vizier. I come with word of the Empress. Speak. Sir, Lady Nashmera has fled the palace. As per your orders, we did nothing to stop her. Her apparent hostility was nothing more than an act. Her destination? We lost her. She managed to elude the immortals? Impressive. My most abject apologies, Grand Vizier. We have soldiers combing every inch of the capital. We will find her. Let her go. But sir, Nashmera has lost the absolute authority of her position as well as her two closest companions in the space of a week. Her emotional strength will be sorely tested. If she cannot overcome this trial, I fear she will not be fit to serve the Empire in any case. Sir, there are more important matters that demand our attention. We must first focus our efforts on rooting out the rebellious elements within our own walls. Raban, what is the situation with Luzov? Got immortals popping in left and right. Sir, he is being transferred to the facility in question, as you ordered. Good. Once he has been dealt with, I will make a proclamation to the people. Then, the time has come. Yes. We shall unleash Alexander to defeat the Dark Rider, and then proceed to overpower our rival nations. I assume there are no objections to this plan? There is one small detail concerning the transfer of the prisoner, Luzov. Explain. Ooh, someone's watching you. Meanwhile, back in Wadrum Woodlands. Don't freeze. Don't you freeze. Cyndaquil. Hey, Cyndaquil, are you okay? All the people to wake up to. Close your eyes. If you open them again, maybe it'll be somebody different. She lives. I was about to bring out the repair kit. You're a bit banged up, but nothing serious it seems. Jumping over the side was the right decision. The ones that stayed on the ship weren't so lucky. I'll check the wreck for survivors. You and the king should continue with the mission. After what happened here, I don't think we have any time to lose. Leave the wounded to me. Musketeer training includes a thorough course in first aid. Means he subbed White Mage. Ah, I almost forgot. You better take this device, King. Give my best to Rohin Kodimin. Closer. Team leader, Naji. Our contact's name is Rodin Komidin. And this toy is broken. But no matter, the king is the perfect guardian. Come, Provisional Jack. We make haste for Al-Zabi. Alright. Out in the middle of nowhere. Surrounded by colibri. We need to head that way. Oh, look! Chocobo! That dude. Okie doke. And this isn't the right way. He was all surprised. So anyway, according to the story, sounds like you're supposed to go to Al-Zabi. Really should be checking. I just want to try and get in a straight line. Yeah, that'll work for a bit. Missions. Light of Judgment. Let's find out. This will just take a sec. Alright, Urhgan White Gate outside the Tomaton Workshop. That's easy. Good thing I checked, 'cause I wouldn't have known where to go. Excuse me. It's these guys. Dead end? That is a dead end. And then this should be a hard left. Yep. Followed by a hard right. Maybe not a hard right. Leisurely right. Or left. There's a tower here, but I don't think that leads into the town. If it did, but... It's what this game needs. GPS. In 3 ilms, turn right. I don't know what an ilm is. Might be a mile. Might be a foot. I tried XPing out here one time on Beast. I blood aggroed a bunch of shades. Didn't go well. Dismount. Alright, this way we can skip Al-Zabi. Yes. I don't know if it'll necessarily be faster. I think it'll be faster. For the Alexander fight, I'm not 100% sure that I can do it on Monk. I'm not afraid to try. I would love to bring Farius Coffin. Part of me says just bring a nuke team. You don't want to feed it too much TP, would be my guess. What's the other thing is you can just walk up to it, punch it, then walk away, and let the nuke team just finish beating it down. I'll have to read a testimonial for what it says. You can also go on Thief. Cyndaquil, I heard the news from Lady Karabapa. You had quite the adventure already, it seems. Where is the King of Hearts? I thought he was supposed to be with you. Water in the bay. Splishy, splashy, water. Oh, no. King of Hearts! Welcome, welcome. So good to have you back in Al-Zabi. Hee hee. Lady Karababa, the king is here, and at your service. Huh? The king has come with a present for you. A toy for Lady Karababa. King, this device seems to be broken and soaking wet. Hee. A wonderful jest, Lady Karababa. ... And I'm sorry to correct you, but you seem to have mistaken me for Lady Karababa. I am Rodin Comidin. Oh, another marvelous joke. Oh, no. The King of Hearts, how exactly did you enter Al-Zabi? I came in through the port, Lady Karababa. Through the port? You mean underwater? You saturated your starfruit again. You were designed to withstand a certain amount of moisture, but if you jump in the bay... I am fully functional, Lady Karababa. For you, I would jump through fire, water, chocolate pudding. But we should be getting back to the mission. Hide and seek, search and destroy, lose off, here we come. Well, you see, King, Luzov has been taken outside of the capital to another holding facility. To teach him humility, might as well play the part. A change of plans, Lady Karababa. Not to worry, my dear king. We've taken care of everything. Nizel Isle in the ruins of Al-Zadal is his new location. Al-Zadal. We have Travel Roden Committed to thank for this information. This rhyming thing is hard. How does she keep it up? Wonderful news. Roden Committed is to be commended. Oh, ho ho ho! Too right you are. He's earned a shiny gold star. Oh dear, that was terrible. Then we must make for Neasel Isle another dip in the splishy, splashy water. He's really gonna jump into it, isn't he? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We can't take the king along with us in this state. He'll bring the entire Imperial army down upon us. So close to rhyming. Are you ready to go, Lady Karababa? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Just a moment, King of Hearts. I'm just going over the charts. Cyndaquil, I'll do my best to keep the king occupied and out of your way. Unfortunately, that leaves you, and you alone, to break out Luzov. Do you think you can do it? Leave it to me. Yes. I knew you'd come through for us, Cyndaquil. Here, you'll need this. We're recommending to a Neasel Isle route. This is the secret route Luzov and his captors took through Neasel Isle. Travelers was almost killed obtaining this information, so don't let his efforts go to waste by being careless. Lady Karababa, Neasel Isle is this way. Please, King, one moment more. Ah, I know. First, I believe I need something sweet before we undertake this chore. Sweets before the mission. Yes, something tasty and sweet. I think I recall a lovely shop just down the street. Sweets are best for the weary soul. Right then, Cyndaquil. May Altana's fortune find you. Yay, we got a key item. Next mission. We are now on Path of Darkness. Mission 42. Alright, we're going to enter the Neasel Isle staging point and examine the blank target on the lamp directly in front of you for a cutscene. At this point, you will be unable to enter Selihim Sentinels until the mission is complete. We're going to check the runic seal to the west to enter the 6-player uncapped battlefield, Path of Darkness. You will lose the Neasel Isle route. Only players on this mission require a Neasel Isle route. Upon failure, another one can be obtained from Roden Comedian in Aht Urhgan White Gate. Alright. All buffs except food will be removed upon entry. Naja Selihim will assist in the fight. Assault bonuses apply during the battle. Alter egos may be summoned upon entry. Naja has about 1,000 hit points and can be buffed. If she dies, you will fail the mission. We'll need a tank. She will pick a target at random, pay attention to which enemy she is fighting, and keep her hit point topped off at all times. Upon engaging Omnath, 4 Imperial Gears, single will spawn. Omnath can be slept easily. The gears will have high magical resistance. When Omnath reaches 50% HP, she will warp away. The gears will remain. On second engagement, Omnath will summon 4 Imperial Gears triple. When Omnath reaches 25% HP, she will warp away. The gears will remain. Thirdly, Omnath will become a Soul Flare at 100% HP. Blue mages can learn Mind Blast from this fight. Okay. So... Thanks. Curing Waltz 3. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use Curing Waltz on Naja. Not worried. A little worried. Neasel Isle route. I think you can do Neasel Isle from here. Pretty sure you can. Open the door for me. Mana pool. Got good armor. Alright. Measle Isle staging point. Yes. Take my credits. Alright, there should be a blank spot right in front of where we enter. Ah. Alright. Oh. Hopefully we didn't break the game. I knew I should have waited. Alright, this should be the cutscene. Proceeding with Aht Urhgan mission Path of Darkness will prevent you from entering Salahim's Sentinels until the mission is complete. Do you wish to proceed with the mission? Oh, the Blue Mage. Letting the Sandorian spy live was the right move, it seems. It has all unfolded just as the Grand Vizier predicted. And so you have come. A pity. Always respected you, Cinequil, but such are the twist of fate. Those noises. What the? Yeah. 2 monks are better than 1. Come 2, 3 at 50 Imperial gold pieces per. Cyndaquil, this level of assistance just cost you 150 Imperial gold pieces. Naja, what is the meaning of this? That's what I'd like to know. This employee still has a pile of tuition fees to pay. If I let her come to a messy end here, I'm losing out on a lot of cash. You worry for a few measly coins? If you stand against me, your entire company is at stake. Oh, I'm shaking in my booties. Need I remind you, my company has the personal backing of the Empress? Times have changed, foolish Mithra. My help is expensive, Cyndaquil. Better take care of this quickly, if you don't want to spend the rest of your life paying it off. For the Sentinels! Would have been awesome if you go straight to the battle here, but no. Not here. Alright, so we need to be thinking who we're going to take in. I want to do dudes that have AoE. Gilgamesh, definitely. And I think it'll probably be a good idea to have a tank. And only one tank that I trust with AoE, and that only from his weapon skill. Valainarol. Valaineral. V-A-L. I already forgot how to spell it. Of course you did. Valainera. Valainral. Right. And then we'll need a nuker. I could bring in Naja. Lion, I think, has an AoE as well, doesn't she? Dr. Gentoto certainly does. Terukiki. No, it's Uki Terubuki. but I don't know if he can survive heat when he grabs it. Keep looking. Frisch. Frisch likes to AoE. Alright, we'll just monk it up big time. Prishe. Alright. Alright. Yeah, well, Ferris Coffin's good. If not, we'll just switch it out to a red mage. Click. Path of Darkness. Only nearby party members with the same objective will accompany you to Neasel Isle. Please confirm that all party members are clear to enter Neasel Isle. All party members with the appropriate clearance will now be transported to Neasel Isle. Are you ready? Yep. Alright, everyone. Cross your fingers. I'm probably going to screw it up the first time. Have to be ready to switch targets for whatever the woman is attacking. Gotcha. And pray my curing wilts actually restores her HP. There's a good chance it won't. I think it only affects party members. If she's not in the party, well, this is going to be difficult. Rest. Alright, here comes Ferris Coffin. Here comes the Xbox freeze. There we go. Here comes Gilgamesh. See if I remember how to spell my tank's name right. Shush. I'm not sure if Prish 2 does AoE. I know Prish 1 does. Alright. I'm gonna try and save all of my Naja. Alright, Gilgamesh is tanking. Fine. I need to switch target to this one because I think this is the one that's hitting Naja. Damn it! Alright, that was a fail. And I think you have to run all the way back. Yeah. I don't know how she got hate. Here. Like this. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think the party setup was sound. Next time though, instead of DPSing the chick down. I'm gonna go after the gears. And if that doesn't work, I can always switch to Paladin. And Paladin macros are bug. But I'll be able to cure on that easily. And I do have Paladin set. It's not awesome. Well, we'll try this again. I mean, Paladin 75. And all the dudes that will be in the party with me will be 75, so... Alright, here's where he's gonna yell at me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! Are you telling me you've lost the nasal owl root? Lucky for you, I foresaw this predicament and made several copies. I am a professional, after all. Give it to me. Thank you. What happened to the King of Hearts? Let's just say I was forced to warp him back to Winders. Oh ho ho ho. In case just wore off. The gears won't take long to DPS down. They hit hard. Oh, they hit Naja hard. And she can pay me take 3 hits, tops. Weasel oil staging point. Yes. Alright, we got a lot of fails ahead of us before we run out of credits, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh, maybe a little worried. Okay, Miss Kitty? Yeah. Froze. Alright. Get through it. Path of Darkness. Yes. This is why I macroed the Trust. I still think the Trust are still ideally set up. They got the AoEs. I just have to do a better job at taking down those ads, because I guess their hate is linked. So if one starts attacking Naja, then they'll all start attacking Naja. Gilgamesh. Got a way to buffer up, I would. This is back. ready to switch targets. Switch targets. Alright, that's one down. Hey, there's 4 gears, so I thought there were only 3. Still topped off. Hopefully she doesn't do any AoE. Carrying waltz 3, will it work on... It will work on Naja. Oh, that's good. Alright. Going into the next room, it looks like. Damn! Come on, switch target. Imperial gears. Imperial waltz. Shit! Why is she tanking them? The line roll. No need to worry. So full. Okay. I say, used to the mob dying and then being teleported out, so that's a win. So we're 1 for 2. I didn't think those gears were going to hit her as hard as they did the first time, and we almost lost her the second one. I mean, oh. Oh. All's well that ends well. Whee. So I guess you're a construct too? I will not allow for the Grand Vizier. I will stop you for my Razfad. I think I know who this is. No, maybe not. I'm enough. My dear immortal lion. Your part in this is over. You have earned eternal rest. Now that is an interesting development. My tail is twitching all over the place. The snips in the quill. We run in different directions and meet up back at the office. Now! Cyndaquil, one day I shall feast on your soul. It's creepy. One day. It's just a little creepy. I guess no Battlefield clear time record. We're not going for a record. I don't think it keeps a record. So, yeah. Excuse me. Doing on time. That time? I'm going to assume the next mission is going to basically be show up at Naja's office. Kind of like she told you to. Yep. What it looks like. We're cursed. Of course, we're cursed. Why wouldn't we be cursed? Yay, we're no longer cursed. Oh. Now the Xbox is loading. There we go. Missions. Aht Urhgan. Things of the Lion. You have failed in your attempt to rescue Luzov. Return to the offices of Salihin Sentinels and regroup with President Naja. Didn't seem like a failure. I mean, we could probably take in that guy. There's only one of them. There's like 6 of us, right? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds right. Yeah, counting Naja, 6. Y'all could have told me that I zigged when I should have zagged. Just saying. Hey! How you doing? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Sami Aswan? Let me know how close I was. Getting ready to do another cutscene. Kill more pronunciations here. Are you sure nothing happened while I was away? Yes, President Naja. It's been perfectly peaceful and quiet. I don't think there's a single person in Aht Urhgan who would be foolish enough to make trouble for Salihin Sentinels. I really thought the Immortals would have been breaking down the door by now. The Immortals? Great Wallara. President Naja, what on Ugram happened to you? Cynical, what on Ugram happened to you? You've been gone so long, I was starting to get worried. I wouldn't want anything happening to such an important investment. I mean, after the debt you racked up out there, your welfare is of prime importance to my purse. So, you're fine. I'm fine. We're all fine. It all just seems a little bit too perfect. I'm half expecting a squad of immortals to drop down on us from the ceiling. What? That reminds me, President Naja. Oh, my regen effect wore off. Reminds you of what? I completely forgot to mention, Lady Offmal is waiting for you in your office. And this is going to be where Aquapa fights it. You forgot to... Lady Offmal is here? 1,000 pardons. She said she wished to speak with you directly. So I asked her to take a seat and served her some chai. Why is she trying to force the door? It's not locked. Yeah. Oh, she's backing away. Yourself off. Yay, no cleavage. I need to speak with you, Naja. Aquaba, show some respect. Oh, of course. Not to me, you great blockhead. It's not his fault, Naja. Abkoba was never told. That's no excuse. He deserves to be flayed for showing such a lack of etiquette towards a guest of noble blood. I beg your forgiveness, your magnificence. You, pull it together, Abkoba. You know it's a shock. Even I was overwhelmed the first time I met the Empress. I mean, it's her magnificence. Yes, ma'am. But when this slip of a girl changes the tone of her voice from teenager to all-powerful Empress right before your eyes, so the royal puppet master Althma was also none other than the benefactor of Salihin Sentinels and the beloved leader of Aht Urhgan. Oh my god. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Well, out with it, Akkoba. Yes, your Oh, Akkoba. Nothing to be concerned about, your magnificence. Mercenaries are trained to sleep anywhere, anytime if the opportunity presents itself. How curious. Mercenaries really are quite amazing. Not to change the subject or anything, your magnificence, but I thought the Selahim Officer Academy might be the safest place for you to take refuge. I'm sorry, Naja, but I couldn't just hide and cower while you were risking your life. I'm so glad you're okay. You are too kind, Empress. I feared for you as well, Cyndaquil. If I hadn't run into her on Neasel Isle, there'd be one less mercenary on the company roster about now. Why? Why are you even on Neasel Isle, Cyndaquil? Trying to save Luzov. Allow me to explain. After receiving the Lumian dagger from your magnificence, I dispatched a mercenary to Neasel to investigate. As we discussed at the Academy, the block we believed to house the Iron Colossus was under heavy guard with restricted access. I wonder if that's where they moved Luzov. After scouting the place myself, I believe it to be so. I see. But why was Cyndaquil there? Well, I located a single, unguarded passage and, thinking a patrol had gotten careless, took the opportunity to proceed. That's when I found Cyndaquil in a standoff with an immortal. Cyndaquil was already there? Searching for Luzov without my authorization. Oh, you were looking for Luzov, Cyndaquil. Thank you. You were too generous with your praise, your magnificence. Neither Cyndaquil nor myself succeeded in rescuing the Admiral. But still, you both put yourselves in harm's way and did what you could. You have no idea how much that means to me. Once again, you are too kind, your magnificence. Empress, what shall we do? Even if I marshal the full strength of Salihin Sentinels in an effort to destroy the Colossus or rescue Luzov, I don't think we can force our way past those defenses. There is another way. Once when I was a child, my mother took me on a trip into the depths of Neasel Isle. You went to that insanely dangerous place on a mother-daughter excursion? I was never in any danger. It's nothing more than a single hop if you know how to use the transporters. But why would you want to go there at all? It was a special place to my mother and father. I'm sorry, I don't really remember much of that time. What I do remember clearly is my mother holding up this mithril mirror in the transporter to send us directly to the innermost chamber. The mithril mirror was so pretty that I nagged her constantly until I had a horde of them in my bedroom. So, all you do is hold it up in the transporter? As far as I know, and since my mother said it was our little secret, I'm fairly sure my brother isn't aware of it. But if you should use the transporter and suddenly appear in the midst of a battalion of immortals, you would all be captured. That's why I never mentioned it before. Salihin Sentinels laugh in the face of such peril. If your magnificence would permit me to use this mithril mirror, I could assemble my mercenaries and set out on a mission to destroy the Colossus. We could even rescue Luzov while we were at it. If only we had time to prepare for such a mission. This wouldn't have anything to do with foreign airships exploding over the Wadrum woodlands, would it? Yes, that airship was likely struck by the legendary Divine Spear of Alexander. The age of judgment is almost upon us. Then, what do you propose we do? I will go myself and attempt to persuade my brother to disable the Colossus. Well, I will entrust you with another mithril mirror. Your mission will be to rescue Luzov. I am your humble servant, your magnificence. But are you sure of this plan? Perhaps it would be safer if you were to extricate Luzov instead. If I fail to convince my brother, the only other way to shut down the Colossus is by using the external controls. And I am the only person trained in operating such controls, thanks to my mother's education in automaton programming. It was as if she knew such a day would come. Very well. It will be as you command, my Empress. I am the Empress no more. Yet even without that authority. Will you come with me, my mercenary? Do the dot. Of course. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Would you hold the mithril mirror for me, Cyndaquil? I feel safer with the mirror, and myself, in your capable hands. Now that that's settled, let's see about averting this catastrophe. Yes, there's no time to lose. The Iron Colossus should... Don't ask why he's on the ground. The Iron Colossus should be found in the place encompassed in the energy of the astral candescence. Let's go, Cyndaquil!
Yes, he started crap.
No. He found out that she's the Empress and he just fainted.
Okay.
Watch over us, Havjong, Neijing, and Rishfi. Lend us your courage. So we might be able to bring Rishfi back, but... Alright, so if I was a betting person, I would say we just go into the transporters and click one. But let's double check. Missions. We are now on Nashmira's Plea. Sounds about familiar. Come on. You can scroll down. Alright, examine a blank target on the left at the Nizel Isle stage point. Check the runic seal to the west. Enter uncapped 6-player battlefield Nashmira's Plea. You will lose your mithril mirror. Only players on this mission require a mithril mirror. Upon failure, another one can be obtained from Naja Salihim. All buffs except food will be removed upon entry. Assault bonuses apply for this battlefield. Alter egos can be summoned once inside. Roban must be defeated 3 times. He will gain 50% immunity to the damage type, melee, magic, and range, primarily used to defeat him on each of his previous lives. If defeated twice with the same damage type, he will be fully immune to that type on his 3rd life. Formless strikes, Twilight Scythe, and weapon skills using Mura Samamaru will bypass his immunity. Skill chain damage and elemental weapon skills count as magic damage. Razvad must be brought to 50% HP, where he will use perfect defense. He does not move, turn, or attack, but casts light-based magic. When both conditions are met, you will get a cutscene. Alexander will appear at full health. Alexander uses powerful light-based magic and divine judgment. Alright. That's it. Powerful light-based magic and divine judgment. Okay. I was hoping for a little bit more of a description of the actual Alexander fight. It really looks like we just have to bring a melee, bring a healer, a magic user, and a tank. And since we're going to be bringing so much MP, 1000 HP. Cast Holy, 2 Yaga, Deer, Banish Gun, Banish 4. Low damage, single target move, which has an additional effect of attack minus 25%. This is a conical attack, and he only seems to use it if the target is in front of him. The cone angle is rather large. Radiant Sacrament. Targeted AoE, physical damage, 200 to 400 damage. Wipes Utsumi, an additional effect. Magic defense down. Does not require TP. Will be used as its primary attack when the target is out of range, repeating regularly, roughly every 6 to 8 seconds when not casting any spells. Used occasionally when the target is within melee attack range. Physical damage reduction gear reduces damage taken from this. Paladins taking in front. Paladins taking from out of melee range should use an Earth Staff because it wipes shadows. It's best for ninja tanks to tank Alexander by engaging it in melee combat. Mega Holy. Area effect, light damage, extremely large damage radius. Void of Repentance. Single target terror for several over 15 seconds. Gospel of the Lost heals Alexander for around 900 to 1100 HP and removes debuffs. Divine Judgment. AoE 1000 plus damage with very large AoE radius and clears Utsumi. Like other avatars, Alexander will use this ability as his next TP move once its HP falls below 50%. In addition to this, it's possible he'll use it several times again at low, maybe 5% HP. This attack is accompanied by Alexander saying Omega, 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 Omega. Divine Judgment is radial around the target, not radial around Alexander. Can be used multiple times during battle, especially at low HP. And Perfect Defense. Complete immunity to magical, physical, and/or ranged attacks for a short period of time. Uses this ability starting around 10% and can use it multiple times. Alright. I'm not too worried. I mean, I'm a little worried. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm on Quetzalcoatl. My favorite server. I haven't been on any other servers. And, yeah, this is my third account on this game. I've got another account that I've got deactivated at the moment. It's got, like, my main character, Dentral, and, all his crafting mules. What I'm doing right now is just focusing on Syndicate, because this is my Xbox one, and I'm trying to get all the achievements done before they go and drop support in March. I made a wrong turn. Here we go. So, tonight, with any luck, we'll be able to finish the Aht Urhgan missions and get the achievement for that. I don't know if we have enough time, because I want to try and finish this by midnight, but we'll see. This will be the big battle. I need to decide my party, though. I need a ranged attack, which is going to be difficult. And I really need a magic user. Proceed. Which magic user do I want to bring? And then brings the question of... do I want to bring... Farius Coffin, because I like Farius, but if I'm bringing another magic user, it'd probably be a good idea to bring a refresher. Who do you trust? I should bring Momer. Wonder how much she hits at the upper levels. There's also Nodulith for range, and that would kind of keep with the theme. What else do I got as far as range goes? It's either... yeah, let's do Olivera. Yeah. Olivera. I think that's how you say it. Sorry, Gilgamesh. Aloe vera. Alright. And gotta bring a refresher. Gotta be Koru Oru. Backspace. Backspace 1, 2. Oru. Hyphen. Oru. Alright. And then your magic user. So, who do we got? Really should go and pick up the other Shantoto. And then there's also Buki Chirabuki. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. I could bring up John. Ajito Marujito. Rebel Akbel. Decision. I was gonna bring the Shantoto. Can't type tonight. I gotta make sure I got my T's right. Rust. Yep, it looks good. If it doesn't work. Alright, so cutscene time. Ooh. Gotta go in this no brew. That's something different. You can now proceed with the Aht Urhgan mission, Nashmir's plea. Do you wish to proceed with the mission? Yep. That music. We received an update from a patrol boat in Ugaru Blue. A force of close to 50 airships has been sighted advancing on Aht Urhgan. So, they have come. This would explain the appearance of the cluster of dots on the control panel display, wouldn't it, Gatsad? Yes, Grand Vizier. They appear to be moving slowly and keeping some distance from each other. They obviously fear the destructive power of the main cannon. Can we handle them all? We focused the energy of the cannon when destroying the previous target, but perhaps this time we should lure the enemy vessels as close as possible and then fire in a diffusion pattern. There's a good chance the entire fleet will be obliterated. In any case, we need to wait for the cannon to recharge. Very well. Let us await the arrival of this armada and provide Alexander with a fitting tribute. We have guests. You're just in time for the fireworks, Nashmira. I came to speak with you, Rasvad. Speak with me? I see you've brought your pet mercenary along for the conversation. Cyndaquil is here as my friend. As you wish. Now what is it you wish to discuss? I want you to stop using this automaton as a weapon of war. I should have known. Nashmira, you looked forward to the completion of the Colossus as much as anyone. This is true, but that was before I learned more about your intentions from Cyndaquil and Luzov. If you use this machine to summon the spirit of Alexander, the world will be plunged into Ragnarok. In the space of a single night, the Empire will be reduced to a smoking ruin, just like the Al-Zadal civilization before us. That's odd. Ragnarok. You disappoint me, Nashmira. The servants of the underworld have poisoned your mind. The might of Alexander will flood Ulgrim with divine illumination and bring about an eternal peace for the Empire. This will be the true age of judgment. Ragnarok was merely an example of how our ancestors failed. This time, there is nothing to fear. The astral incandescents that form the heart of this colossus have been created using the latest Imperial technology. We will not repeat the mistakes of Al-Zadal. Rosfod, do you truly believe you can impose your will on a god? And even if you could, the peace such a god would grant us is nothing more than a farce. Our nations are formed from a gathering of individuals. It's when these nations learn to cooperate and live in harmony that we learn the true value of peace. The gods bless us when they recognize the efforts we have made. Ever the idealist, little sister. Do you not see how our empire is suffering? The authority we once wielded has all but evaporated. Our enemies constantly test our defenses, sniffing for the slightest hint of weakness, like a tiger stalking a wounded Merid. I wouldn't have gone with Merid. Our citizens stand on the brink of oblivion, and you must learn to accept certain sacrifices in exchange for their salvation. Please, Rosfod, I know that even Cyndaquil here would be willing to speak on our behalf. If she spoke. We must try to negotiate with the Middle Lands once more. It is far too late for that. A fleet of airships from your precious Middle Lands approaches even as we speak. If we do nothing, Al-Zabi will be engulfed in a sea of flame. Who knows how many of our people will die? The cogs of war have begun to turn, and there is nothing either you or I can do to stop them. But we can. Nashmira. I am resolved to be remembered as the villain in this chapter of history. You need not let it concern you. But I will tolerate no further hindrances. Rosfod! Listen to me, Cyndaquil. I have failed to persuade my brother to change his course, but we cannot allow this Colossus to unleash another divine spear. Can you see that control box that got Sud labors over? I have seen it before. It's much like the one of the animators used to control a normal automaton. If we can somehow gain access to that box, we should be able to operate the Colossus from the outside. All I need you to do is distract them for a moment. Hi! Oh shit. What do you think you can do, mercenary? Your pitiful efforts will change nothing. Raban. Sir! Ah, Cyndaquil. Long have I awaited the chance to devour your essence. So it would be neat if we went to the mission, but it doesn't. I understand why it doesn't. You have to make sure that all the party gets out of the cutscene. Everyone's ready, buffs, food, stuff. Oh wait, I have to go to the bathroom. You know, that kind of thing. That was back when you actually needed a party and a plan. We're just gonna go in and smack him in the face. Alright. Wish me luck. Love to get it on the first try. Are you ready? Commencing transport to Neasel Isle. Get another cutscene. I would imagine we get another cutscene, but really with the way the last one just ended, we got light energy going, but not double light energy. 45 minutes. Okay. Mithril Mirror fades into nothingness. Alright, who do you trust? I don't trust Koromoro. Alright. We got our healer, we got our ranged attacker. Our tank. When's our tank? Now, Dr. Shantoto. Or actually, it's Domina Shantoto, I believe. Alright. Wish there was a way to buff up ahead of time, but... Alright. Dead? Nope. My flesh remembers the wounds of 10,000 blades. Come, cut me again. Alright. Definitely has physical defense going on. Alright, got haste. Damn, Shantoto. This is probably gonna be... My skin remembers the fires of 10,000 spells. Come, burn me again. Okay, so at least we're doing damage. That should be the last one. Alright, Dia 3. 1 point of damage. Alright, I'm gonna attack it from behind. Perfect defense. Incredible. Feel the infinite power of the divine might. Alexander will lead Aht Urhgan to certain victory. This will probably be where it's difficult. It is not possible. Alexander, why do you not respond? It's going faster now. Tremble before me. Worship my greatness. That voice. It echoes within my skull. I don't understand it. The Colossus is not responding to external commands. No, it cannot be. I shall ascend to the heavens. Razvad! Gatzad, out of the way! Abjang, Neijing, lend me your strength. There we go. I'm going to try attacking it from behind. I am Alexander. The meek shall be rewarded. The defiant shall be judged. Actually doing decent damage. Should I 100 fist it? Why not? Abilities. 100 fist is at the top, dummy. Oh, here comes the big one. Dr. Shantoto is probably the closest one that's going to drop. If we can actually get it down. Ooh, we interrupted the spell. Wow. Well then. That went smoother than I anticipated. He's out of control. Tremble before me. Worship my greatness. Tremble. Tremble before me. Or it's more like before me. Has it stopped? You don't tremble enough. Abjong! Abdong, Neijing, thank you. Cyndaquil, I did it! I took control of the Colossus. I never could have done it without your distraction. Thank you, Cyndaquil. Now we have to get my brother out of there. Now we have... off Mao. Lose off? You're okay. Thank Walara. Look, we shut down the Colossus, and Alexander is gone. There's no one left to fight. There's no need for Odin to take you over. Lose off, you're finally free. Be careful, off Mao. Odin yet lurks within me. Oh, that's Cyndaquil. Off Mao. Those who fail to worship will be judged. Alexander! Excellent, my knight. Thy rage is most pleasing. Once there was a meeting of two great masses. Odin, once again, the age of judgment has come. Thy demise shall be swift. Thy words ring empty. I shall shower the earth with the shards of thine iron shell. Is this the dawn of Ragnarok? Yeah, it's all your fault. 13, 12, 11. Thou seek to unleash divine judgment? Then Gugnir shall pierce thine intent. I was speaking Old English. Ouch. Ah! 1. An entity of dark. Six. 5. 1. An entity of light. Two. Their collision gave birth to a violent storm. The storm rose towards the heavens and burst into a million fragments. You mustn't do this. No! Well, guess we all died. Where am I? Nashmira. Rusfod. Do not fear. I will not allow these deities to destroy our beloved Aht Urhgan. What are you talking about? Your voice is so weak, Rusfod. I wanted to see your smiling face one more time. Don't go. Farewell, Ashmira. No, Don't leave me! Rosfod! Rosfod! I know I'm mispronouncing that guy's name. Stood down? They both stood down. Rosfod. Gosh. Why dost thou sheath thy blade? My knight, dost thou defy thy lord and master? Afmal. There are yet many things for you to accomplish. I will not let you perish here. Great Odin, Lord of the Underworld, I have defied your will, and yet I live. Why? Why do you spare me? I relinquish this pseudo-life of mine to the girl, Afmal. It is time I return to serve you in the halls of Valhalla. I don't understand why someone just couldn't cast a raise spell. Afmal. Who's off? What happened to me? Merciful Odin. There is more I would say to you, but my time here has drawn to an end. Lose off. You have a future before you, and it is not your future alone. The citizens of the Empire and of Aphormod, you carry the burden of their hopes and dreams. Don't you leave me as well. I will follow you anywhere. You are surrounded by those who care for you. The people of Aht Urhgan, the highest general to the lowest foot soldier in your army, and, of course, your trusted mercenary, Cyndaquil. You're right. I must be strong. I will be the empress that Aht Urhgan needs. Like that. Never lose that spirit, Afmal. I see the ocean. It seems my next battlefield shall be the Sea of the Underworld. Cyndaquil. Hey, the Golka lives. Farmer's blowing in. We have neglected our duties for far too long. Aht Urhgan is waiting. Freeze up. Crap, I still got Dia. I wonder how long Dia 3 lasts. Oh! Okay, I guess I don't have anything to worry about since I've got the monk body on. It's got regen +3, so the Dia +3 kind of negate itself, so we're off, so that's that. Alright, now we just have to, I think, do mop-up quest. Fight's over. Dr. Shantota was definitely a good choice. She hits hard. And it's midnight. Oh, let's just keep going. Can't be like 2 hours worth of cutscenes, can it? I suppose it could be. I hope not. I think I just have to go to Salaheen Sentinels for the next cutscene. Second coming of Ragnarok has been averted. Return to Al-Zabi and report to President Naja. Hey, look, it's Apkoba. Yay, cutscene time. Better give me back my hat. Oh! Prez! President Naja! Cyndaquil! Shut your trip, Aquaba. Now is not the time for your yapping. Well, I never... That was rude. Even for President Naja. Did I hurt your feelings? Tough. We're about to face the biggest challenge in Salaheen Sentinel's history. If we're not prepared, not one of us will see the year out with our skins intact. Yes ma'am. And you, Cyndaquil. Panic. You think the battle's won? It's not over yet. Looks like you finally gulped down a dose of reality. And it's a good thing, too. We're about to enter a war zone that will decide the fate of this company. You see, we've had an Imperial messenger from the palace. I have been formally invited to the coronation ceremony to reinstate Her Magnificence. And what's more, I'll be rubbing shoulders with members of the royalty, the nobility, Imperial Army officers, not to mention ambassadors from across Urhgan. Just think of the possibilities, the business relations I could nurture. A mercenary life is life for me. Ah, I'd almost forgotten. Cyndaquil. I was asked to bring an escort to the ceremony. Who should I go with? Drill Sergeant Rongelwitz is busy with the academy. Aquaba, yes, is busy minding the office. Oh. And who am I kidding? You know as well as I do what that request was all about. Her Magnificence is still a simple girl at heart. You showed your mercenary mettle out there on Nizel Owl, didn't you? I just did my job. Humility. Now that's a fine quality for a president's escort. Well, You better get preparing for your visit to the palace. If you show up late to the ceremony, I'll have your hide for a throw rug. Alright. I assume we're going to the palace. Imperial coronation. You have been chosen to accompany President Naja to the Empress coronation. Once you are properly attired, make your way to the palace. Now, I remember reading somewhere that you had to get all dressed up, and I think I went one time just in the relic gear, and they let me in just fine. So maybe they added a relic gear to one of the prereqs, or maybe, this is probably more likely, they just got rid of the whole dress up requirement altogether. Maybe it was a glitch last time. Alright, Imperial White Gate. If it lets me in. Walked into the door, didn't I? You want to know what's behind the gate? You may very well have business within the palace, but we have orders. Presentable attire, no weapons. Be on your way. I've got to take off my weapon. No Neeple. Sorry, Neeple. Oh, don't do that again. You want to know what's behind the gate? Maybe well business within the palace, but we have our orders. Presentable attire, no weapons. Be on your way. Alright, that's fine. Other ways in. Look, everyone, it's a vermilion cloak. It's not doing anything, so I guess it's loading the cutscene. They didn't do away with the attire thing, which is a shame. Oh, it's all our friends. Was that Halver? Great, we're in the same dress. Presenting Naja Salihim, President of Salihim Sentinels. Also of Salihim Sentinels, presenting and preventer of Ragnarok, Cyndaquil. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Coronation ceremony of Nashmir II, the 16th Empress of the Majab dynasty, will now commence. Let us begin by offering our praises to Lord Alexander, the guardian of the Empire for 1,000 years. Master of Ceremonies. Ooh, I'm supposed to talk. Your Magnificence, it is not yet time for your address. We shall dispense with the formalities. We wish to speak with our guest directly. But, Your Magnificence, this breaks with customary protocol. This is our second coronation, and we shall do as we please. Of course, Your Magnificence. Her Magnificence, the Empress. Need more caffeine. This girl? Way to go, Wolfgang. Why, she's barely more than a child. We knew all along. Ladies and gentlemen, silence for the Empress. My distinguished guest. Many and varied events have befallen us, and we are certain there are those among you who hold little love for the Empire. Yet despite all that has come to pass, you have chosen to bestow your blessings on our coronation, for which we humbly thank you. Traditionally, we would hold a grand ceremony that would span the entire nation. However, as we desired your presence and acknowledgement, this somewhat more intimate setting was devised. The noble families, the high-ranking officers, my business opportunities, dignitaries of the Middle Lands, we regret the fear and confusion the hostile actions of our empire have caused among your nations. We also wish to express our most profound grief at the loss of life during the incidents with the destroyed airship. Couple of one. Human with beard. Lift your head, Your Magnificence. The crew members and elven knights aboard the Endymion were indeed badly injured in the crash, but thanks to the swift actions and expert first aid of Musketeer Naji, not a single life was lost. It means Naji's sub-white mage. Truly? I'm making that up. Then you must allow us to dispatch Imperial alchemists to aid in their recovery. They are highly skilled in regenerative procedures. However, we gladly accept your offer of aid, Your Magnificence. Empress Nashmira, I would like to discuss your intentions regarding the future of relations between the Empire and the Middle Lands. A worthy topic. However, I believe our first step will be to rebuild the conditions that existed between our nations before recent events. You wish to return to a neutral state of mutual non-aggression? Yes. Excuse me. The Beastmen forces threatening the Empire have not ceased their assaults. And despite the standoff, our war with the Eastern nations continues. It is impossible to know when Aht Urhgan will once again have a time of peace. You fear that if we should strengthen our ties, that the Middle Lands will be drawn into your conflicts. You are correct, Monolaris. Monolace. I always like Monolaris better, but oh well. You must not be so defeatist, Your Magnificence. Oh, it's Gesho. I must apologize for my late arrival. Gesho, we are glad to see you back from your journey. You are too kind, Your Magnificence. Your letter to the Mikado has been safely delivered. That's where you'd gotten off to. Yes, President Naja. I hope you might forgive my unauthorized absence. Were you able to gain an audience with the Mikado? You may speak freely, Gesho. This news concerns everyone present. As you wish, Your Magnificence. The Mikado responded with these words. It will be difficult to negotiate a peace at this time. This was not unexpected. However, the Mikado also stated he would raise the matter among the Council of Lords. The East is a land of tradition. The Mikado is not free to act as he pleases. Any decisions will require long consideration. The same may be said of the Empire, if I may be so bold. You are quite correct, Gesho. A sudden Imperial order to cease hostilities could spark a rebellion within our Eastern forces. I humbly offer my continued services as a conduit between the Empire and the nations of the East. I await your orders, Your Magnificence. Thank you, Gesho. Someone's moving up in the world. I have Cynical to thank for my fortunes. I see Your Magnificence has begun the peace process on all fronts. Yes, we hope to ratify a treaty of friendship with the Middle Lands, even as we negotiate a peace with the East. Are we not forgetting one rather colossal problem that remains? The Iron Colossus. Yes, it still remains on Nizel Isle, though badly damaged. Which means the Empire can give no guarantees that this doomsday weapon will not one day be repaired and used to threaten the peace of the world once more. The only solution to this dilemma is to destroy the device under the security of those present here today. Would you not agree? Yes, that would be the obvious course of action. Oh, dear. Past my bedtime. Except there is more to it than just an inanimate shell. Perhaps you should let us in on the secret as well. God. Boop, 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 boop. We have detected a warp in the fabric of reality within the central core of the Colossus. A warp in the fabric of reality. What are you saying? Allow me to illuminate. It appears the giant scrap heap has become an astral gate. An astral gate? I hear a portal to the underworld exists in this land. The Hazham testing grounds, I believe. though my information is second-hand. Yes, that rent is how Odin entered our world. I would think this gate to be a similar aberration, a link between the world of the avatars and that specific location. Would it then be possible to delay the destruction of the Colossus? It seems we have no choice. Who knows what may happen if we tamper with such unpredictable energies? Excellent! Then Winters wholeheartedly agrees to maintain this fascinating rent. Who knows what developments in magical knowledge could be made in this endeavor, and my interest in the astral candescence is as strong as ever. The Empire thanks you. Sandora also gives her consent. Prince Treon has promised our full cooperation. Oh, Prince Treon has always believed in us. I will take the matter of the Colossus home to Bastok. The President must be consulted. However, I will give Bastok's blessing to your coronation. You hardly require our permission to regain control of your own empire. Dear Volker. The Duchy of Juno agrees to the condition that the Colossus be kept inoperable to ensure the safety of our airships. Of course, we wish to have the full assistance of the Middle Lands in understanding this phenomenon. Ahem. And now we shall finally commence the coronation ceremony. And who shall have the honor of bestowing the crown? We are decided. Will you perform this last duty for us, Cyndaquil? It would be my pleasure. Thank you, Cyndaquil. Gatsad, the crown, if you please. Gatsad, the crown? My apologies. The crown has been melted down. I needed a pure silicate ingot. Melted down? Have you lost your mind, man? There were parts that had to be forged. I am sure the Empress will understand. Oof. Might you be a little more gentle with the recently repaired Neijing? Oh, that was a lovely nap. It's good to see you, Nashmira. Abjong. You have earned your pardon, Gatsad. They look as good as new. Wait, we did not give any commands. How is this possible? It's no big deal. It's a very big deal. These automatons were old models. They didn't have the independent functioning of current Puppet Master automatons, and were never able to talk without direct manipulation. I took the liberty of installing high-grade memory chips that were recovered from the ruins of Azadal. As soon as I had completed the repairs and enabled the circuits, they started babbling like a dam had been broken. Nashmira, that gaping look is not becoming of a young lady. Shouldn't we be getting on with the ceremony? Of all the irresponsible... Rasfad. It appears Neijing still retains some memories of his first owner. Ah, we'd almost forgotten. Cyndaquil was about to bestow her crown. As you can see, the metal has been put to a more practical use. Cyndaquil, your blessing will be all the crown we require. Do. Tap her on the head. Make believe crown. They probably did this because animators were like, how are we going to put a crown on our head? You have our eternal gratitude, Cyndaquil. Woot. As do you all. And now my most trusted subject, Naja Salihim Zawan. Your Magnificence. On the occasion of your coronation, we once again officially authorize Salihim Sentinels as a legitimate mercenary company of the Empire. You honor me, Your Magnificence. Furthermore, we award your company with 1,000 Imperial Platinum pieces. 1,000 Platinum? Naja, it is thanks to you that the capital still stands at all. Your Magnificence. The mercenaries you have trained, not the least of which is the heroic Cyndaquil, have faced endless dangers in the protection of Aht Urhgan. I have already commanded my ministers to comply with your request for independence for your home nation of Zwa. We trust you will make good use of the coin you received today to ease the poverty of your people. Your generosity is overwhelming, Your Magnificence. And finally, we have been saved from the cataclysm of Ragnarok, as well as a war between the Middlelands and the Empire. This peace would never have come to pass if not for the courage and actions of Cyndaquil. We do not know how we may repay such feats of heroism. At the very least, we wish to present you with your choice from among the family treasures of House Majab. It would please us for you to have one of these rings. Cyndaquil, the choice is yours. Yeah, I'm not going to decide right now. Oh, I thought mercenaries were good at making snap decisions. I suppose it is to be understood they are all precious treasures handpicked by Nashmera herself. Cyndaquil. From this day forward, we will be focused on learning the mountain of skills required to properly perform the role of Empress. There will be no more time for adventures. But we are glad to have had the opportunity to meet you, Cyndaquil. A kiss. We hope you continue to be Aht Urhgan's champion. And perhaps one day... But no, it cannot be. Farewell, Cyndaquil. Honored guest, let us show our warmest appreciation for the heroes Naja Salihim and Cyndaquil. Yay, confetti. Your support for Ayam and Naji has been invaluable, Cyndaquil. I thank you on behalf of the Republic of Bastok. Prince Trion sends his regards at not being able to attend, and also at missing the opportunity to fight by your side. And Dr. Shantoto also sends her regards. She says, "Don't think that fate is done with dealing your cards." Cyndaquil. As a fellow mercenary, I look forward to sharing the same battlefield with you again sometime. Somewhere. Here, take this as well. Imperial... Let me read it. Your continued support for Nashmera is most welcome. She is the hope for our uncertain future, the true treasure of Aht Urhgan. Well then. Back to Salihim Sentinels. Counting her money. Look at you, standing there all pleased with yourself. I guess you feel like the vice president now, do you? Think you're letting the Empress' favor go to your head. Within this company, you're still nothing more than a private first class. That's still more than a few ranks below my position of mercenary general. But, you know what, Cynical? I have to admit, you brought in some sizable rewards from the palace over the course of your career. When it comes to ranking in the profits, I do believe you're on par with yours truly. Do you remember this little trinket? Go on, take it. You can think of it as a reward from the Empress, as well as the acknowledgement of your president. And just so you don't forget, I've engraved my signature on the inside of the rim. Now every time you put it on, you can experience that swell of gratitude. Glory crown. What a happy day for you. An official thank you from Her Magnificence and the recognition of your beloved president. You might even say this is the peak of your mercenary career. You choose to ignore that rank on your badge, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if you were looking forward to an early retirement and the start of a brand new life. Why stop now? Thank Walra. I'd hate to think of what we'd do without you. Zip it, Aquaba. But this was your last chance to break free of Salihim's sentinels. But still you chose to remain with us. Even though the funds funneled into Salihim sentinels have been drained by our investment in branch offices and advertising fees, even though we've been losing profits to penalty clauses paid out to contracts we couldn't fill for lack of manpower, even though our coffers have been sucked dry, you still chose to remain with this company. Is that your final decision, Cyndaquil? Well to the end. Well. Definitely got some guts, Cyndaquil. Better brace yourself for what's coming next. Aquaba! Yes, ma'am! Report the recent fees incurred by Private First Class Cyndaquil during the course of her duties. Yes, ma'am. Private First Class Cyndaquil incurred the following support and rescue fees during her duties on Nizel Isle. Black Halo, 230 Imperial Gold pieces per use, 23 uses, subtotal 5,290 Imperial Gold pieces. Hexastrike, 220 Imperial Gold pieces per use, 29 uses, subtotal 6,380 Imperial Gold pieces. True Strike, 175 Imperial Gold pieces per use, 37 uses, subtotal 6,475 Imperial Gold pieces. President Naja, do you really use this many abilities during the battle? Of course not. These figures include all the skirmishes I had to fight before I found Cyndaquil. I'll tell you what, I'll let you have the lesser weapon skills for free. Next. 2 bowl Sutek +1. 3 cups of Imperial coffee +1. 5 Bellic FFXI +1. What is all this? I had to eat something to keep up my strength during that exhausting foray. That comes under consumables, right? Next. One square of Lamora cloth. 1 square of Eclerate cloth. 3 sapphires. My attire didn't come through that tissue, tussy unscathed. Tailoring fees. The total so far comes to 98,000 Imperial Gold pieces. Of course, when you calculate the accumulated interest. Oh dear. Can't bring myself to say it. Oh, wuss. And that's where we stand. My dear Private First Class Cyndaquil. It looks like you and I We'll be continuing our working relationship for some time to come. Now that that's been settled, break time is over. Take your debt-ridden rear and scoot on over to the commissions agency. Pronto! At least got your crown back. Najah Salihim doesn't surrender her most valuable pawn so easily. Yay, glory crown. A dark oraculum crown set with glittering painites. The message, gifted to her champion of Aht Urhgan by Her Magnificence Nashmir II, is inscribed on the inside of the crown. Najah's name on it. That's kind of cool. Trying to get close, but oh well. I don't like the lighting's that great anyways. Next, what do we got? Lord Crown has finally been returned to you. However, President Najah's iron grip is not so easily broken. It appears your repayments to Salihim Sentinels will continue into the foreseeable future. I wonder if that's the last one. Excuse me. 4:30. Alright. You have a trust permit, you can examine the Imperial White Gate L9 to obtain Trust Nashmira. Okay. Unlocks Atma of the Cells. Alright. They'll let me in win this, but hey, it's worth a shot. Hey! Wait, I recognize you, but I'll be damned if I let you enter the palace without an invitation. You know an awful lot about this masked man and his gang? Aziza, there is no cause for that here. I can personally vouch for this woman's character. But by your command. Oh, you're not with that chilling fellow. Oh, this is back to, the other missions. Several days after he came storming into the palace, a woman with the same patterned mask slipped in too. And when combined with all the other reports we've received, that makes a total of 7 or 8 of his followers. Perhaps you can provide us with the information we so desperately desire. Come inside, that we may speak more plainly. What is she doing outside the palace? I was just hoping we would get our trust permit, but oh well. Our world is to be shrouded in darkness? How could such a thing come to pass? So the future is black as night, and several individuals traverse time to appear before us. I find this all too difficult to believe. So first, we've got to figure out if we can do anything. Isn't it obvious? This Iraha came back specifically because Syndical has the power to set things right. This ambassador wants to ensure the future remains exactly as it is in Iraha's time. Syndical, They have already stormed in once, and it would be folly to assume they won't do so again. They've opened up a void into the nether realm, and it seems to be their preferred method of transport. So if we believe you, then the only logical explanation is that they are controlling energy taken from that terrible future. This is bad. Really bad. I'm not confident that we'll be able to stop them. But you being here, Cyndaquil, does my heart well. Is this that orb you were mentioning? Let's suck out your soul. These are beautiful memories of the adventures we shared. To think of all the wonderful times we have spent together. Of course, I'll help you in any way I can. This masked man is certainly headed for the Hall of Bindings in Walra Temple, and that's where we should go too. Yay! Cypher Nashmir's alter ego number 2. But what about number 1? Cyndaquil, we were so pleased you came to see us. Our thoughts must have been carried upon the wind. We were discussing with Neijing and Aljong about the best way to contact you. As Empress Nashmir II, our days have been filled with audiences and our nights with formal banquets, leaving precious little time unoccupied. When we grow weary from the day's flurry of activity, we turn to the memories we shared together for comfort. We met people from all walks of life, taking in their thoughts and feelings as our own. These pure emotions form the foundation from which we have laid roots and begun to flourish once more. Yet, even the most sturdy tree occasionally bears sour fruit. In such times, we cannot help but feel pangs of regret. Perhaps if we had continued our adventures, we would be able to host festivals and jubilees like the Emperor of old. And this is where the Trust Initiative comes in. You see, Nashmira hopes she'll be able to learn about everything an alter ego experiences, but as of now, there's no method for doing so. How do you respond? You know about the initiative? You are interested in the initiative. Neijing and I were asked by Juno to help test it. And of course, I jumped at the chance too, so they gave me a scroll. You should have seen the flustered look on the attendant's face as Nashmira refused to yield. I want my alter ego to travel the world, doing good for the people of Vanadil. What more could a benevolent empress ask for? Perhaps one day we can find a way to transfer the alter ego's experiences back to Nashmira. The gentleman in Juno expressed that it would take a miracle of unimaginable proportions for such a thing to occur. Yet, we trust in you. You brought miracles to Aht Urhgan, and you can do it again with my alter ego. The ritual? Yeah. I'll give it my best shot. Just like that. I did it! Cyndaquil, remember to treasure Afmao as your faithful friend. May the two of you hold fast to each other in times both good and ill. Yay! Oh, you get the scroll, you just learned it. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Now that it's 40 minutes past what should have been, on it quits. Well, go to another home point. One last thing. Oh, shoo. Home point number 1. Yes, please. My glass is still empty. A traveling bard walks far and near, while wandering this celestial sphere, from bustling towns to god-forsaken lands, but none I love more than the swell inhabitants of Vanadel, especially when their guild comes to my hands. Pay me what you think I'm worth, and songs of legend may spring forth. Open your ears and take oration of my melodic intellation. I'm gonna unlock an achievement. Might have two. I don't remember if I unlocked something. There we go. Job level. Puppet Master. I love that. Aht Urhgan missions. 40. Alright. We have no achievements to unlock. Okay. With a little luck, tomorrow night, after we're doing the Unity stuff, we should be able to unlock the Corsair achievement. Slowly been. And then I think that just leaves Scholar. As far as jobs go for 75. And then I get to start actually slowly grinding them all up to 99. Alright. This. Ah. If we have space for it. The monk safe is full. You don't need a 2-leaf mandragora bud. I know you like the 2-leaf mandragora bud, but you don't have to go kill one more mandragora. And voila. Another one. He's in here somewhere. Imagine me towards the top. Bullet. There it is. Storage number 6. Alright, so I'm gonna lay out. Rearrange, that's not doing it. Layout. Log safe. Imperial standard. And I wouldn't like it if I put it on top of this ground. Won't see it there. Maybe we can't put it on the walls by the fireplace, but oh well. Good spot. Oh no, it changed my mod cat spin. Gardening. I'll admit, I'm not a big fan of the pennant, but, you know, it's starting to get a little cluttered. Definitely need to move the action figures upstairs, so we'll need to be doing that mission sooner as opposed to later. But we're not going to do that tonight because I have to get up in 6 hours. Alright. So it's been fun. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow night, I believe we should continue with the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel questline. That was the whole reason we jumped onto the Aht Urhgan ones, because can't finish it while in the middle. But this was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, so yeah, we'll continue on that, and then we'll just may as well continue doing mission stuff until there's no more missions to do. Maybe the quest. But no, there's other stuff to worry about. I still have to do the thing. We'll worry about that another night. We're going to bed. Thank you again.